Hey everyone, this is the biggest console mod drop that we've ever gotten before in Baldur's Gate 3, with something literally the size of a DLC mod with the Player's Handbook 2024 All-in-One Beyond, which adds 4 classes, new subclasses for every single class in the game, and it accurately updates the game to match the 2024 Player's Handbook. That means adding in weapon masteries, new backgrounds, and an incredible amount of more content. This is over 1 million downloads on PC alone for good reason. We also got the B.A.L.L character capture, which is let you capture and carry characters around. We got large greatswords here. I know people have been asking for large hunks of iron to be able to bash their enemies with. You can now do that in Baldur's Gate 3 with the Royal Greatsword. We also got Royal Knight progressive armor set. One of my favorites, been using this a ton. We got a Goliath race for console mod by Crypto Hack here. Wings, Drunken Humming, and so much more. So yeah, this D&D Player's Handbook 2024 All-in-One Beyond by Moon Sick here delivers the most content out of any mod in the game. It's actually incredible how much it adds. And what's great about it is it actually combines well with other mods. Like if you have the 5e fighter subclasses combined here, while this adds in a Psy Warrior, you can also use the previous edition of it as well. And a quick note on the topic of fighters, my Heartsworn Knight fighter I did send for console approval, and it's actually targeted for consoles, so we'll hopefully see that some point soon. But one incredible thing about this is it adds in those 4 new classes: the Artificer, the Gunslinger, the Illrigger, and the Scion. This is very popular classes if you play D&D. And what's amazing is if you know the Heroes of Faerun new edition of D&D that's out, it has things like the Oath of Noble Genies here, which is an elemental-based paladin. It even has the new Spellfire sorcery here, so you can expect future builds on a lot of these classes. Again, they also play nice with other mods here. So pretty much every single class in the game is getting new subclasses added, and also the classes themselves are getting reworked to the 2024 Player's Handbook. So things like the innate sorcery, which all sorcerers now get. Pretty powerful, but bonus action for 10 turns, you get advantage on the attack rolls of sorcerer spells you cast. It buffs up some classes. It makes others, like the Paladin, a lot more difficult to use, because the Divine Smite action, which people love to spam, you now have to use a bonus action. Completely changing the meta of Baldur's Gate 3, which I think is really good. But yeah, there's literally so many classes. You can expect an hour or 2 long video, because yeah, you can see tons of feats, tons of items, new NPC stat adjustments, rules changes, D20 tests, new spells are added, spell scroll restrictions, there's new races, new backgrounds. And here's just a brief overview of the classes that you get there. The class mastery system, over 30 new subclasses added between all archetypes. So we got Arcane, Primal, and then Martial and Stealth versions. One really nice change from Player's Handbook 2024 is backgrounds now give a feat upon selection. So if you go with like the Soldier, you get Savage Attacker. Pretty cool. And then there is a ton of feats that are added. Like there's literally so much content that got added with this mod. There's firearms, legendary artifacts, weapon mastery systems, and most impressive of all, it's 39 megabytes. Like it's a really small file. This is incredible mod. Expect a future video on this by Moon Sick. Definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of D&D, or if you've played Baldur's Gate 3 multiple times and want to like experience it with the brand new up-to-date rule set. Baldur's Gate 3 is based on 2014, and this is 2024. Now, the B.A.L.L character capture, I just want to quickly clarify, it's not like anything related to any Nintendo games. Basically, upon downloading this mod, you get this in your inventory. It can also be summoned in the tutorial chest, the B.A.L.L. Now, you also have this spell here, Gotta Catch 'Em All, which lets you then go ahead and grab a character like this, and then you take them out of combat. It's kind of, or it won't actually enter combat. You just grab them into the B.A.L there, and then in your inventory, you're going to have that. You can double click on it to see who is contained, and then you can go ahead by throwing the B.A.L, go into your inventory there, select it, and you can throw them out, and then they're going to appear wherever you bring them. So it's more so like a way to carry characters around, bring them to your camp. Funny enough, like you can have their whole cutscenes like take place in different locations. So if there's ever a situation, like if you want to talk to someone in a specific place, or if you want to have a merchant at your camp, you can then grab them, bring them to camp, and there they are. They're going to be there. Just be mindful with mods like this. It can lead to issues that will arise. So just, again, be mindful that pulling enemies or pulling characters out of where they should be and putting them in different places can cause some issues from time to time. And funny enough, they'll sometimes just wander around your camp silly like. But yeah, that is the B.A.L character capture here for Kira May, the Binding Arcane Lattice Lock. Next up, we got the Royal Greatsword Blade of the Corrupted King here by Scurvy. I love this one. So yeah, you can see these 2 very large hunks of iron on my back there. Now, people have been asking for mods like this for a while now, and I'm happy that we finally have something similar to that. And what's great about this is they are progressive armor or equipment set here, like most of Scurvy's mod, or all of Scurvy's mods, which as you level up, you get new abilities here. And you can see different spells too as we level up. We get Ground Pound level 1, level 3 gives Rush, Focus Strike, Giant Cleave, and you continue to keep unlocking different spells as you level up. And there's a few different versions of these here. As you can see, it kind of got like the Malekith Black Blade kind of appearance to it. There's Force two-handed versions that are Greatswords. You can see there, if you got different proficiencies, you got your different abilities. And then there's ones that are light, so you can put them in your offhand. I love that Skirby does things like this because I'm a fan of dual wielding two large weapons. But that's not all, folks. We also got the Royal Knight Progressive Equipment set by Skirby. I've been using this in a lot of my mods. It dies well, it looks great, it actually feels very natural within Baldur's Gate 3, and you can see this one on my character here, and yeah, I love it. Like Skirby's mods, it does come with a bunch of different benefits here, so this will increase armor class as we level up, gives benefits to our dexterity and armor class. And we get the defensive duelist ability with that as well. There's also a crown there, which can give additional bonus actions and crit chance. There's a cloak with armor class, saving throw, and compelled to duel, which I think is awesome because cloaks kind of suck in this game, and this isn't overpowered but feels balanced. There's also a camp clothing version of this, so you can have a this version of it here if you just want to, you know, have that similar appearance once you get to camp. So yeah, Royal Knight Progressive Equipment set by Skirby, now available on console. This one's really exciting. The Goliath race for console by Crypto Hack here was made with console in mind. Now, this gives you spells here on your toolbar. You got the Shapeshift Goliath Body Tattoo, or one without body tattoos. This is a spell that lets you choose between a few different ones, giving you different abilities, like the Legacy Goliath here, which comes with their pre-2024 rule set, or you can go with the Cloud Giant, which gives you a bonus action, teleport within 9 meters, the Fire one, which lets you deal additional 1d10 of fire damage on attack, the Cold one, which lets you deal cold damage on your attacks and reduce target's movement speed by 3, like a Ray of Frost, the Storm, which lets you do a area of effect thunder attack, the Hill Giant, which you can apply prone on your attacks, and then the Stone Giant, which can allow you to reduce the amount of damage from an attack. So this is cool because there's the body tattoo version, which is what I'm showing you here. So if you want to have your character large with the body tattoos, you can go ahead with that. I think it looks cool just having large characters in general. So yeah, Death by Snoo Snoo, you can now do this on console. And next up is the Wings character customization. If you're having a hard time finding this by searching Wings, sometimes it doesn't pop up as a few mods. You can actually just type WCC. This is by Aardi Henrietta here. And it's also part of the Aardi's Chest of Presents, which is also now available on console too. So with this, you get the gifted wings. I also want to quickly mention the Knights and Dames. People ask all the time for body type 2 or body type 4 armor. This is for all character types, and the armor sets are amazing. Like you can see this here, they die well. It's like different versions of outfits from the base game that just look amazing. So this is also included in the Aardi's Chest of Presents. So if you download this, it's going to include that and the wing character collection, which dropped today in the chest that you get, which you can see here. Now in the gifted wings, it comes with 18 different cloak wings here, which you can put onto your character there, and they just look amazing. So depending on what the appearance your character was going for, you can select between the number of these. And on top of that, there's also the wing dyes here, so you can go with like whatever type of feathers that you want on your character, and you can go ahead with dyeing them there. It is seriously so well done. So yeah, for those that want to really get a lot of levels of customization, maybe do like you can kind of do like an ASMR race here by combining the Goliath alongside the wings here to create something unique and different for your next playthrough. There's also some really cool wings here, like the Metal Harpy wings, which is very reflective. And there's even vampire wings here. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. It just looks so great. Now, next up is a really fun mod. I love it. So basically, if you get yourself a drink like wine here, which can inflict the drunk status on your character, with the Drunken Humming mod here by a Hyperspace Towel, this can happen. You get the idea. It's a hilarious mod. Definitely worth checking out. And I hope we see some more Hyperspace Towel mods come to console soon. Now, next up, we got the Wrongway Pure Paladin by Wrongway Fell Down, coming with a full set of Paladin gear. So you got like the Golden Torch here. We also have things like the Knight's Greaves, which can cause a radiant shockwave similar to the Luminous Armor. This is all about applying radiating orbs. You got a Long Strider, can't be slowed down. Dealing radiant damage applies radiating orbs. You also get an additional Channel Oath charge. The armor deals additional damage to targets that are illuminated, and also you apply more radiating orbs and comes with the Eternal Devotion ability. The Knight's Cloak comes with like the helmet ability, so if a target misses us, they take radiant damage, which will proc the gear again. And any undead will take damage from attacking as well. This comes with the Gloves of the Belligerent Skies on the helmet, and then also gives additional health equal to your Charisma modifier. So perfect for a Paladin. It also comes with the genteel drum here, which is like a big teddy bear that you can put onto your back. That comes with a few different benefits, giving you a channel oath charge and other lay hands charge. And there's a bunch of different weapons here based around radiant damage, being able to daze targets, and they shed a holy light. And you can check out the mod page for more details on these equipment. Now, there's also the Wrongway Pure Barbarian here by Wrongway Fell Down, which comes with the Galing drum here, which is a little frog thing you put on your back. And then the equipment is more so suited for barbarians, obviously, giving us increased armor class, more jump distance. A lot of these are nice additions to equipment that we already got in the base game. I think this is fun. It really helps you define a build, especially if you're like a first-time player and haven't played much of Baldur's Gate 3, and you want to have some gear that all just synergize as well for the class that you're playing. This can give you Wrath here, and that's what it looks like. Like, some of the armor looks really cool. This also comes with really powerful bows as well for the Barbarian. The Gunning Hammer here, which is just a very large hammer that you can also light and dual wield and use your dexterity modifier for instead. And you can also dual wield these hammers too, which I think is always really fun. And then there's also the axe. It's kind of funny because polearms, normally you can't dual wield them and cause crashes because I've tried it. These are classified as battle axes, so it actually lets you then use them both as an axe, and it's very cool. So yeah, we're checking out if you're curious. Now, we're getting in some mods that I think are amazing because they change things that happen in the game. I like to consider this like the Baldur's Gate 3 multiverse, where you can see different events play out differently. So this is the Aylin always summons Moonlight Slivers, or Silvers it should be, by What's on the Flip. Actually, it's really confusing. It is Sliver, but they use the Silvered Bulwark. So yeah, basically what this does, spoilers incoming for Lorroakan. Basically, when you go to attack him there, there's this really cool cutscene that plays if you try to turn over Aylin to Lorroakan, where she summons the Moonlight Slivers here, which they come down, they look awesome. So this will update the cutscene here and make it look like this. But on top of that, it also makes it so that she'll always summon them. So if you go to kick his butt and she does his backbreaker WWE move, she comes with her bodyguards here, which, yeah, I think is awesome. Honestly, one of the most badass scenes in the entire game, and you can now have these characters come out while you do it. So yeah, this is one that I definitely recommend by What's on the Flip. Now, we got some more mods that I think are amazing. Stomp that Tadpole. Really bothers me because, yes, I like using the tadpoles for power, but I want to stomp the astral one. I don't like the look of it. So this lets you, if you use tadpoles, have the option to now drop it on the ground and stomp on it, which is previously only available if you were to not use any of the powers. So yeah, I think this is nice because, hey, have some free will. You can stomp on it if you want to now by What's on the Flip. And we also got the Priestess Gut gonna knock you out. Gut gonna give it to you. Basically, what it does is now half-elves and elves can be put to sleep by Priestess Gut here, who previously was not able to do it because they're immune to sleep. So the High Priestess of the Absolute has her power restored. Yeah, so these three mods I think are really nice because they do just change up the game and add some new changes that I think make a lot of sense for, especially if you're trying to play a specific type of character. Now, I should have mentioned this a bit earlier with other Scurvy mods, but the Arcane Witch progressive equipment set is now available too. This one's like a spellcasting version, and yes, the outfit is a little enhanced there. I just want to point that out quickly. I'm going to focus on the VFX here, which I think are incredible. So here's the armor set, and the staff itself is really cool. It's got this glowing orb inside of it. It comes with the Arcane Orb spell here. Now I'll show off the VFX because these are amazing. So yeah, you can see that they're dealing force damage. You got the Alluring Fragrance here, which we can pop away with. Yeah, it's amazing. Irresistible Charm, Arcane Bolts, everything's on pink flames there. So yeah, Arcane Blast as well, large area of effect spell if you can blast on a target. Yeah, look at that. Nice stuff there. Oops, that actually took out Halson. And finally, I'll just fire at the wall the Arcane Barrage here, which looks so cool. Now, it's really hard to show off VFX in photo mode because it does cause blurring and stuff, but yeah, you can see here, Scurvy put a lot of effort into making this look incredible. So yeah, that is the Arcane Witch progressive set. Next up, we got the Anti-Hag Support Style Group Restyled. This is another mod by What's on the Flip. This is similar to some other mods here, which redesign characters. So this is what they look like before. This is what they look like after. It changes their appearances. They even change the Dragonborn color entirely. New outfits and everything. I think it looks a lot better. So yeah, this is cool, especially if you like, again, the Baldur's Gate 3 multiverse where you see characters in a different realm. Yeah, that is the Anti-Hag Support Group Restyled by What's on the Flip. Next up, we got Save Honor Mode. This is cool by Maximus. This allows multiple saves in Honor Mode and enjoy the rule set without the Iron Man mode. So yeah, normally when you play on Honor Mode, you only get one save, which can be really unfortunate sometimes, like if you wanted to do something a little bit differently or if you wanted to jump back to a previous save, which obviously that's the point of Honor Mode, but the point of modding is to give yourself accessibility, so Save Honor Mode lets you save multiple times. So cool stuff here. Honestly, a pretty solid week. I also just want to quickly mention that My College of Winter Spirit Ice Mage Bard is available on console as of last week, and the Way of the Pizza Chef Monk subclasses, they're both available on console. I've gotten a couple questions regarding these, so I just want to put that out there. I know it's impossible to see every single video, but I am super hopeful we'll see the Heartsworn Night Fighter come here soon, as I did see that it was targeted for console approval. I did just put an update out that did update the UI on the console, on a controller, so hopefully they get that update and push it out to console perhaps next week. We'll see, but let me know your favorite mod from today in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you enjoyed, and we'll catch you all in the next video.